Hi, it's Alan Begg here. Welcome to TEFL lesson. This week's lesson is going to be on nouns. It's going to be a PPP style lesson: presentation, practice and production. Let's do a wee warm-up exercise to see what you already know about nouns. How many different types of nouns do you know? There are 10 different types of nouns. Common nouns, proper nouns, compound nouns, collective nouns, these are the 4 main subgroups of nouns: common nouns, proper nouns, compound nouns and collective nouns. There are also concrete nouns, abstract nouns, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Concrete nouns and abstract nouns are opposites, and countable nouns and uncountable nouns are opposites. The remaining 2 types of nouns are singular nouns and plural nouns. If you remember from one of my previous presentations, singular means one and plural means more than one. Remember, it's not vital when you're learning to speak English to know exactly what type of noun you are using. The important thing is to be able to identify when a word in a sentence is a noun. Let me give you some theory about the topic, about nouns. So, first question, what are nouns? Nouns are names for people, animals, places, things, brands, organizations, ideas, and states of being. The general rule is that nouns beginning with a consonant are preceded by a. For example, a ball, a ball. The noun ball begins with a consonant, so the article before ball is a ball, a, the letter A. Nouns beginning with a vowel are preceded by an, an. For example, an envelope. Envelope starts with E, a vowel. So the article before envelope, which starts with a vowel, is an envelope. However, with it being English, of course there are exceptions. Some words which begin with a vowel use a instead of an. For example, a university. Now, the reason that it's a instead of an is because of how it's said. When you say the word university, you say it like it starts with a Y. University. If you break up university into syllables, university. So you actually say university like it starts with a consonant. A university. An university would be wrong. Just wouldn't sound right. However, this isn't true for all nouns beginning with U, because uniform would be a uniform, even though it's said like uniform. An unexpected visitor. When you say unexpected, you're saying it unexpected. The U in unexpected, you are saying like a vowel. Un. Whereas uniform is uniform. So it's a uniform, but an unexpected visitor. An unexpected visitor, but a uniform. A little subtlety there. Another example, when you say a $100 bill, you say 1 in 100 like it starts with a consonant, like one, like a W, one, a $100 bill. So although 1 starts with a vowel, you don't say an $100 bill, you say a $100 bill, because 1 is said like it starts with a consonant. So the rule is how it's said and not how it is spelled. The rule is how the word is said and not how it is spelled. Some words which begin with a consonant use an instead of a. So we just looked at examples where words beginning with vowels used a instead of an. So the reverse is also true. Some words which begin with a consonant will use an instead of a. For example, an hour. An hour. Because when you're saying the word hour, you're not actually pronouncing the H. You're not saying hour. Hour. You're saying it hour. So the H, in fact, is silent. So when you're saying the word hour, you're actually saying it as if it starts with a vowel. O, hour, hour. So you must have your article as an. A hour would not be correct. It's an hour. Hour. An hour. Here's another example. Heir, as in heir to the throne. You say heir like heir. You don't say hair. Hair. You say heir. So you're saying the word heir like it starts with a vowel. So the article must be an instead of a. A heir to the throne would be wrong. It's an heir to the throne. However, this isn't true for all nouns beginning with H. As we've just seen, it's an hour. but it's a haircut, because when you're saying the word haircut, you're saying the H, haircut, 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 a haircut, but an hour. So reminder, the rule is how the noun is said. How do you pronounce the first letter of the noun? Do you pronounce it like a vowel? If you do, irrespective of whether it's spelled beginning with a vowel, the article would be an. If the word is said like it starts with a consonant, irrespective of whether it actually is spelled as if it's beginning with a consonant, then the article would be a. Say it with a vowel, it has to be an. You say it beginning with a consonant, it has to be a. Pronouns are not a type of noun. They are a separate category of their own. We'll do a presentation on that another time. Let's look at the 10 different categories of nouns. First category we're going to look at are common nouns. Common nouns. So, what are common nouns? Common nouns are names for things that we can touch or see. Some examples of common nouns: a car, the books, an oven, a desk. So car, books, oven, desk. These are examples of common nouns. Common nouns can be preceded by the articles a, an, or the, and they can also be plurals. Common nouns do not require a capital letter at the start. So it's a car with a small c, the books with a small b, an oven with a small o, and a desk with a small d. Let's look at proper nouns. What are proper nouns? Proper nouns are the formal names for people, places, brands, and organisations. So, some examples of proper nouns: Fred, Tokyo, Microsoft, Peacock Avenue. Proper nouns do require a capital letter. Capital F for Fred, capital T for Tokyo, capital M for Microsoft, capital P and capital A for Peacock Avenue. Proper nouns do require capital letters at the start. Compound nouns. What are compound nouns? Compound nouns are two or more nouns joined together to make one new noun. Compound nouns are two or more nouns joined together to make one new noun. Some examples of compound nouns: a light bulb, the car parks, a bookcase, an editor-in-chief. Compound nouns can be joined together or not or hyphenated. Compound nouns can be preceded by the articles a, an or the, and can be plurals. Light and bulb makes light bulb. Car and parks makes car parks. Book and case makes bookcase. And editor, in and chief hyphenated together to make editor-in-chief. Compound nouns. Collective nouns. What are collective nouns? Collective nouns are nouns which are a name for a group of individuals or things as if they were one. Here's some examples of collective nouns. A swarm is the collective noun for bees. The fleets, the collective noun for ships. A company, the collective noun for actors. An armoury, the collective noun for aardvarks. Collective nouns do not require a capital letter. Collective nouns can be preceded by the articles a, an or the, and can be plurals. Concrete nouns. What are concrete nouns? Concrete nouns are nouns which are tangible. They are things that can be experienced by at least one of the sentences. They can be physically seen, heard, smelled, touched, or tasted. Concrete nouns are things that can be experienced by at least one of the senses. They can be physically seen, heard, smelled, touched, or tasted. Here's some example of concrete nouns. A tree, which is also a common noun. Simon, which is also a proper noun. The courtyard, also a compound noun. Court and yard, courtyard. And the flock, which is also a collective noun. Concrete nouns are tangible. They can be experienced by at least one of the senses. Abstract nouns. What are abstract nouns? Abstract nouns are nouns which describe ideas or states of being. Abstract nouns cannot be experienced by at least one of the senses. They cannot be physically seen, heard, smelled, touched, or tasted. Abstract nouns cannot be experienced by at least one of the senses. They cannot be physically seen, heard, smelled, touched, or tasted. Some examples of abstract nouns: happiness, beauty, intelligence, courage. Abstract nouns are intangible. intangible. They cannot be experienced by at least one of the senses. Countable nouns. What are countable nouns? Countable nouns are nouns which can be counted. Some examples of countable nouns: an egg, the foxes, all the parks, 5 cats. Countable nouns can be preceded by the articles a, an, the, or a number, and they also can be plurals. Uncountable nouns. What are uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns are nouns which cannot be counted. Some examples of uncountable nouns: music, milk, advice, water. Uncountable nouns can be preceded by the, but not a or an, and they cannot be plurals. Uncountable nouns can be preceded by the, but not a or an, and cannot be plurals. Uncountable nouns. An example using an uncountable noun. Example sentence: a milk bottle. Bottle is the noun in this sentence, not milk, so a is okay. So in this sentence, milk is not the noun, bottle is. So you can have the article a milk bottle. However, when milk is the subject of the sentence, it's uncountable. You cannot have a or an. You cannot have the indefinite articles, but you can use the definite article the. So the milk is off would be correct, but you can't say a milk is off. You can use the definite article the milk is off, when milk is the subject of the sentence. You cannot use the indefinite article a. You can't say a milk is off. So in this example sentence, a music concert, concert is the noun or subject in this sentence, not music. So concert is the subject in this sentence, a music concert. So you can say a music concert. However, when music is the subject, you can't use the indefinite articles a, because you can't say a music is loud. You can say that music is loud, or the music is loud. So you can use the definite article the, but you cannot use the indefinite article a. You can say that music is loud or the music is loud, but you cannot say a music is loud. Music in this sentence is uncountable. Singular nouns. What are singular nouns? Singular nouns are nouns which refer to only one person, place, thing, or idea. Some example of singular nouns: a dog, an office, the post office, a laptop. Singular nouns can be preceded by the articles a, an, or the, but they cannot be plural. Plural nouns. What are plural nouns? Plural nouns are nouns which refer to more than one person, place, thing, or idea. Some examples of plural nouns: the dogs, 5 offices, a dozen bottles, 20 sheep. Plural nouns can be preceded by a number or the and can be collective, but cannot be singular. Some plural nouns do not end in the letter S. For example, 20 sheep. Something to note are double nouns. Some words can be more than one type of noun, dependent on the context of the sentence. For example, I don't like those cakes. Cakes in this sentence is countable. I don't like those cakes. However, if you were to say I don't like cake, then that would be uncountable. In this sentence, I don't like those cakes, it's countable. But if you were to say I don't like cake, that would be uncountable. Another example is there are many prides of lions in Africa. So in this context, prides would be collective, concrete, countable, and plural. However, if you were to say Helen took great pride in her appearance, pride in this context would be abstract, uncountable, and singular. So the important thing is to remember the context that the noun is being used before deciding which type of noun it actually is. Let's do some multiple choice questions as practice. Now, the important thing to remember is that the answers for this quiz are correct for the usage of these nouns in the specific sentences. If you were to use some of these nouns in a different sentence, then the answer to which type of nouns they are would be different. So, for example, bags in this sentence. Rachel bought 2 new bags in the January sales. Which type of noun is bags in this sentence? There may be more than one type of noun that bags is in this sentence. Is it common? Is it proper? Is it compound? Is it collective? Is it concrete? Is it abstract? Is it countable? Is it uncountable? Is it singular? Is it plural? Bags for this context here. Now, in this context here, bags is common, concrete, countable, and plural. Next one. Rachel bought 2 new bags in the January sales. Rachel bought 2 new bags in the January sales. In this sentence, which type of noun is January? January in this sentence is proper, abstract, uncountable, and singular. Question 3. Brian's. I spent my lunchtime today with the 2 Brians from my work. So in this sentence, which type of noun is Brian's? I spent my lunchtime today with the 2 Brians from my work. In this context, Brian's is proper, concrete, countable, and plural. Question 4. Lunchtime. I spent my lunchtime with the 2 Brians from my work. So in this context, which type of noun is lunchtime? It's compound, abstract, countable, and singular. Question 5. Fred takes great pride in his appearance. What type of noun is pride in this sentence? Fred takes great pride in his appearance. It's abstract, uncountable, and singular. Question 6. Which type of noun is music in this sentence? That music is far too loud. Please turn it down. Here's our 10 choices again. In this sentence, music is concrete, uncountable, and singular. Question 7. Which type of noun in this sentence is gins. When I got home from work, I had 2 gins with tonic. Common, concrete, countable, and plural. As a wee side note, we would say 1 gin and tonic. But which of these is correct? 2 gins and tonic, 2 gins and tonic, 2 gin and tonics. Question 8. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? In this context, which type of noun is time? It's abstract, uncountable, and singular. Question 9. Car parks. I left my car in one of the airport car parks when I went on holiday. Compound, concrete, countable, and plural. Question 10. Science is my favourite subject at school. Which type of noun is science in this context? Science is my favourite subject at school. Abstract, uncountable, and singular. Let's do some more questions. Let's do some homework. Press pause if you want to play along to try and answer the questions yourself. We'll go through all the questions first and then I'll give the answers. Identify all the nouns in these sentences and which type of nouns they are. Here's an example which we'll work through together before going on to the questions. The pride of lions took a nap under a shady tree. In this sentence there are 4 nouns. The nouns are pride, lions, nap, and tree. Pride in this context is collective, concrete, non-countable, and singular. Lions, common, concrete, countable, plural. Nap, abstract, countable, singular. Tree, common, concrete, countable, and singular. Let's look at the homework questions. Press pause if you want to play along and write down your answer for double checking at the end. Question 1. Alan is going to visit Berlin in 2023. There's 3 nouns in that sentence. What are they and what type of nouns are they? Question 2. The bag fell off the desk. 2 nouns. Question 3. Clara felt great sadness that her sleepover with Gail was cancelled. 4 nouns. Question 4. Alan had a visit to Rome in 2020. 4 nouns. Question 5. The dog barked at the cat from the window. 3 nouns. What are they, and which type of nouns are they? Question 6. A thing of beauty is a joy to behold. 3 nouns. Question 7. Alan went for a walk around the park to increase his appetite. 4 nouns. Question 8. Alan drank a bottle of Dr. Pepper whilst listening to music. 4 nouns. Question 9. She stood on the edge of the boat and felt contentment looking at the horizon. 5 nouns. What are they, and what type of nouns are they? Question 10. Life is often a roller coaster of joy and sadness. 4 nouns. Okay, how did she get on? Here's our example again. The pride of lions took a nap under a shady tree. Pride, lions, nap and tree. Let's get on to our questions. Alan is going to visit Berlin in 2023. The nouns in that sentence were Alan, Berlin and 2023. Alan, proper, concrete, countable, singular. Berlin, proper, concrete, countable, singular. 2023, proper, concrete, uncountable and singular. Question 2. The bag fell off the desk. The nouns are bag and desk. Bag, common, concrete, countable, singular. Desk, also common, concrete, countable and singular. Again, a reminder, these nouns are these type of nouns in this specific sentence. Clara felt great sadness that her sleepover with Gail was cancelled. The nouns in this sentence are Clara, sadness, sleepover and Gail. Clara, proper, concrete, countable, singular. Sadness, abstract, uncountable, singular. Sleepover, compound, abstract, uncountable, singular. And Gail, proper, concrete, countable, singular. Question 4. Alan had a visit to Rome in 2020. 4 nouns. They are Alan, visit, Rome and 2020. Alan, proper, concrete, countable, singular. Visit, abstract, countable, singular. Rome, proper, concrete, countable, singular. 2020, proper, concrete, uncountable, singular. Question 5. The dog barked at the cat from the window. 3 nouns. which are dog, cat, window. Dog and cat, common, concrete, countable, singular. Window, common, concrete, countable, singular. All three nouns in this sentence are the same type of nouns. Question 6. A thing of beauty is a joy to behold. The three nouns in this sentence are beauty, thing, joy. Thing, common, concrete, countable, singular. Beauty, abstract, uncountable, singular. Joy, abstract, uncountable, singular. Question 7. Alan went for a walk around the park to increase his appetite. The four nouns in that sentence are Alan, walk, park, and appetite. Alan, proper, concrete, countable, singular. Walk, abstract, countable, singular. Common, concrete, countable, singular. Appetite, abstract, countable, singular. Question 8. Alan drank a bottle of Dr. Pepper whilst listening to music. The four nouns in that sentence are Alan, bottle, Dr. Pepper, and music. In this sentence, Alan is proper, concrete, countable, singular. Bottle, common, concrete, countable, singular. Dr. Pepper, proper, concrete, uncountable, singular. Music, concrete, uncountable, singular. Question 9. Belle stood on the edge of the boat and felt contentment looking at the horizon. The five nouns in this sentence are belle, edge, boat, contentment, and horizon. Belle, proper, concrete, countable, singular. Edge, common, concrete, countable, singular. Boat, common, concrete, countable, singular. Contentment, abstract, uncountable, singular. And horizon, concrete, uncountable, singular. Question 10. Life is often a roller coaster of joy and sadness. The four nouns here are life, roller coaster, joy, and sadness. Life, abstract, uncountable, singular. Roller coaster, compound, concrete, countable, singular. Joy, abstract, uncountable, singular. And sadness, abstract, uncountable, and singular. As always, any comments, suggestions, constructive criticisms or inquiries, please leave them in the comments section. Thanks again for listening. I hope you found this useful. Until the next time.